Hi guys, it's time for another British Books Challenge vlog. This one's a bit late because it's already nearly halfway through June and I'm going to be talking about May and the end of April. So I've got my phone so that I can remind myself the order in which I read these books. So in my last video I was telling you how much I was enjoying Remix by Pratt, and I'm happy to say that I continue to enjoy it. I enjoyed it perhaps even more than I thought I would. It was absolutely fantastic and I very much recommend it to anyone who's looking for a thoughtful summer read about two friends who go a bit wild at a music festival. Next up I read The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury, which I really enjoyed. I got into it straight away and really engaged with the main character and the world and got really drawn into the politics. It has a fantastic villain. I didn't get as absorbed into the romance as I hoped I would, but you know, you can't love all the love interests. And lots of people did really like this one. If this guy was real, there would be a lot of book bloggers fighting over him, I think. Then I read another British book because I was reading, if you remember from my previous video, Wintersmith by Pratchett for the Pratchett blog tour, which I loved. I'm not sure I liked it quite as much as the previous books about Tiffany Aching and the Wee Free Men, but this had all these new bits about the witches in, which was really great and made me want to seek out some of the other books in the Discworld series, so that was good. Then I read 100 Days of April May, which isn't British, but I enjoyed it. I preferred it to the first one in that series, and I'm quite into April May's life now, and I'm hoping there'll be a third one maybe at some point in the future, because that would be great. Then I read We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach for my book club, which I had kind of mixed feelings about. There were aspects of it that I really liked at first, but then my enjoyment of them kind of faded as the book went on, if that makes any sense. After taking a 2-book break from British books, I returned to reading them with the Isobel Journal by Isobel Harrop, which I enjoyed, but it's a really quick read. It took me like half an hour to kind of flip through and then I was done. I'm definitely the wrong target audience for it, I think. Don't get me wrong, I did like it, but I didn't get as much out of it as I think a younger reader would. You know how there's some YA books that you can get a lot out of as an adult, and others where, you know, it's nice, but it doesn't really do anything to you. But you know, as a teenager, you would have had that deeper connection to it. I think the Isobel Journal is one of those. I think I would definitely recommend it to younger readers, but for adults, I don't think there's that much in it. And I read the second to last Artemis Fowl book. I'm nearly done, guys. I'm nearly done with Finish It Feb. Only one more book to go in June. And then I read Being Emily by Rachel Gold, which is a kind of transgender coming out story. People say that there are too many coming out stories being published, and there should be some books about LGBT characters that don't involve coming out, or you know, after the coming out's happened, because coming out is kind of the beginning. It's all the stuff that comes along afterwards, which is more interesting for the reader and more useful. So that's all the books I read at the end of April and in May. How are you doing with the British Books Challenge? Have you kept it up? I'm doing way better than I expected to, so I'm feeling quite chuffed with myself. If you enjoy my videos on this channel, by the way, and you're not following my other vlogging adventures over on Bookish Brits, then do have a look in the description box and you'll find a link.